Hello students, let's continue with the explanation of W.B. Yeats' poem, A Prayer for My Daughter, line number 25. Helen, being chosen, found life flat and dull, and later had much trouble from a fool, while that great queen that rose out of the spray, being fatherless, could have her way, yet chose a bandy-legged smith for man. It's certain that fine women eat a crazy salad with their meat, whereby the horn of plenty is undone. Now, here there are three references to ancient Greek mythology. The first reference is of Helen, who was an extraordinarily beautiful woman. The Greek warrior and general Menelaus got married to her because of her great beauty, but her beauty had made her so proud that she found her life with Menelaus dull and boring. Subsequently, she ran away with a lover who was a Trojan prince. Her elopement with this Trojan prince led to a prolonged and bloody war between the Greeks and the Trojans. Thus, Helen's beauty proved a curse to her and to others. Now, that great queen here refers to Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty and love. She is believed to have emerged from sea foam. So, having had no father, she knew no discipline, and therefore she was merely led by her whims. Because of her undisciplined independence of spirit, she chose a husband who was most unsuited for her. She got married to the lame god Hephaestus. Thus, even Aphrodite's beauty proved a curse to her because she was unhappy with her husband and developed an illicit love affair with another god. Now, the third reference is to the horn of plenty. In ancient mythology, the horn of a goat represented as overflowing with flowers, fruit, and corn. Thus, it connotes plenty and prosperity. Now, in this stanza, the first five lines refer to the misfortunes with which Helen and Aphrodite caused to themselves and to others. In the next three lines, the poet tells us that there is something wrong with the mentality of beautiful women. He feels sure that lovely women eat some crazy salad with their food, as a result of which they develop some crazy tendency so as to wreck their own life. Now, there is a line here, I quote, much trouble from a fool. Now, the reference is to Paris, the Trojan prince, with whom Helen fell in love, thus creating trouble for herself and for others. Now, there is another phrase, I quote, that rose out of spray. What does this mean? That rose out of the spray. It means the one who emerged from the sea foam or sea waves. The reference here is to Aphrodite. Now there is another phrase, I quote, a bandy-legged smith for man. It means a lame blacksmith as a husband. Here the reference is to Hephaestus, who is the god of blacksmiths and thus an expert blacksmith himself, and whom Aphrodite married. Now, there's another phrase whereby the horn of plenty is undone. This means that it leads to ruin and disaster. Now we move on to the next stanza. In courtesy I have had her chiefly learned. Hearts are not had as a gift, but hearts are earned by those that are not entirely beautiful. Yet many that have played the fool for beauty's very self has charmed made wise, and many a poor man that has roved, loved and thought himself beloved, from a glad kindness cannot take his eyes. Now the poet would like his daughter to learn courteous manners. Women who are not extraordinarily beautiful will not attract true lovers if they do not possess genuine courtesy and good manners. The hearts of men have to be won by courtesy and affection. Their hearts will not come as gifts to women who do not possess exceptional beauty. The poet then becomes autobiographical and makes an oblique reference to his own futile love for the beautiful Morgana. The poet behaved like a fool and fell in love with the beautiful Morgana. The poet behaved like a fool and fell in love with the beautiful lady called Morgana, who was a politician because of her beauty. So, like a fool, he thought that she too loved him. Subsequently, he became disillusioned and realized that his passion for Morgana was a sheer waste of time. Thus, he became wiser and married another woman for whom from whom he always received a glad kindness. We will continue in our next lecture.